Welcome back. I'm indieRPM.
And I'm the Curio Hunter.
And this is Unbox the Universe, where we unbox trading cards so you don't need to. And today we've got an extra special episode. It is our 35th episode, and we are celebrating with
Star Trek. It's from Rittenhouse. It's their 35th anniversary packs. So we
have a full base set here, right?
That's right. This is a viewer sent in, so we want to say thank you to Jared from Illinois.
Mr. Jared, thank you so much.
Actually, friend of the channel and stuff. And so
this is not the first thing that he sent in, and not the first thing Star Trek, correct?
Yeah, you are correct.
Yeah.
Because he also had sent in I believe, the 25th anniversary packs that we opened and stuff like that. So he's our go-to guy for all things Star Trek and stuff. So it
thank you, Jared. We appreciate it.
We might as well get into it because there's
a lot of cards.
There's 72 cards in the base set.
And so, if you didn't notice, real quick, just since we had that up there, this is a Holofex trading card set. If you notice, most of these will appear hollow. In fact, I believe all of them are.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've seen some pretty valuable cards when I was looking through what some of these. In fact, I think that one's an $18 card.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, I'm going first.
Oh, my apologies. Right, I got card number 2.
I got card number 1.
Yep.
So we're going with
Captain Kirk. Yep. Card number 1, Captain Kirk. Main hero of the show. I got card number 2. This is a horizontal card, and it is also Captain Kirk.
So, and I think it goes by sort of section. So this is the Kirk section.
Well, how many Kirk cards do I have? Quite a bit. Do you have a favorite original series character?
You know, I mean, I hate to say it, but the original series
wasn't for you.
I wasn't into. It was like almost before my time, so I wasn't really into it. I'm gonna say my Star Trek guilty pleasure would be Star Trek Voyager.
Yeah.
Voyager was my.
That's a weird looking smile.
It almost doesn't look
natural.
Yeah. Right. But.
Once again, Captain Kirk. I would say, as a kid, I always liked Spock. I thought he was interesting. I don't know if it... when I was younger, my favorite color was blue, and he always wore a blue shirt. I don't know if that was it, or just the fact that he had pointy ears, and I thought that was neat.
Right.
And then Chekhov. The Russian...
Helmsman?
Helmsman, yes. Occasionally captain, occasionally engineer, all kinds of stuff. That's a cool card. That's one of the more popular episodes. Okay. I think that's my last Kirk. Now we're getting to the good stuff.
Good stuff. Sorry, they spin on me when I put them up there.
Spock. Boom.
Okay. The Spock section.
Another Spock.
So was the original your favorite of the Star Trek?
I'm gonna be honest. I watched it only because when I was growing up, I was a little bit older than Curio. Initially, we only had 3 stations, and I want to say like the CBS station on Sunday, maybe it's the way I remember it, would play late at night episodes, and I would get a little bit of experience that way. I think I actually was more familiar with the Next Generation. With Captain Luke Picard and Riker and stuff, simply because I think I may have mentioned this last time when we actually did the Next Generation card set. This is an interesting one. That's for the evil Spock, I believe, with the goatee.
Quick thing. I just want to check, make sure we've got sound volume for this.
Well, we're not muted, and I see us going across there, so I think we're okay.
Because
yeah,
this is not a live video, and so we've got no way of monitoring.
Does it actually say is that evil Spock? Mirror, mirror.
What number is that? 16.
Yes, it is a parallel universe Spock.
Was that number 16? I've lost track.
Yeah, I'm 16. You should be 17.
Here we go. Yeah, hate to get out of order, but we're doing these in number order in the set as well. So, all right, you are up.
I was like, man, Spock has put a bunch of Vulcan death grips on those people, but no, he's just putting hands on their necks.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, we're going into the next
Dr.
section
McCoy.
is Bones. And I would say from the original series, just one of my favorite characters in general.
Dang it, Curio. I'm a YouTuber, not a proctologist.
Right.
Dr. McCoy.
Have a hand in that too, do you? Okay. Well, anyway.
When they remade the movies, and I hope this isn't sacrilegious to any Star Trek fans, but I really liked the J.J. Abrams ones.
I will agree on that. Yeah.
And I really liked. Oh no, I'm not gonna think of his name. The gentleman that played Dr. McCoy Bones, Carl.
Yeah. Urban.
Yeah. I thought he was phenomenal on the part. But I think he's a great actor either way. So because of that, I have an affinity for Dr. McCoy as well. Bones.
All right, now we're going into the Scotty section.
Woo, Scotty.
I mean, he's pretty good times too. Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of good characters.
Yeah. Scotty doesn't get a whole lot of cards. He's an engineer. Keeps the ship running. I'm at 28. That should be 29.
27.
Oh, are we out of order? We're missing 26.
This is 26.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So 26. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
27.
And then 28. My apologies. Chekhov.
Oh, we've already gone into the next one.
Yeah. Scotty didn't get a whole lot of action.
I don't think Chekhov's going to get too much.
Yeah.
Too much either, but
Uhura.
that's too bad.
Wonder if
29.
they, out of curiosity, if any of these cards happen to depict the first interracial kiss on live television.
You might be ahead by one here.
Am I? 32?
Yeah, I'm getting ready for 30.
How'd I get Chekhov?
Well, he's
Oh.
probably 30.
Yeah, okay.
So,
I was one card ahead. My apologies. There we go.
Alright, now we're getting into the
Yes.
section, and
What is she wielding there? Is that a harp or
probably
something?
an instrument, I would say.
Yep. Lieutenant?
I would be
Uhura.
surprised if there isn't the kiss in one of these.
What are the furry animals? Churbers?
That-
Turbals?
That one's going to be beyond me.
I think I got that right. Turbals.
No,
Troubles.
No,
Trouble with troubles.
I'll say that. Alright, 33 coming up. It's my last one, and I've not seen it yet, so...
Nope, didn't see it. That's alright. Captain Sulu. Actually, I don't know that any of these that I don't dislike. And so far, I've known all the characters, too.
Mm-hmm.
Another Sulu. What was that, me?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Okay. Yep, 36. Mr. Sulu.
So on my channel,
Yep.
I did a fantasy realm for the
Filling up your own ship, right? With your own...
well, so that was I did
Yeah.
a fantasy realm for oh my goodness, now House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
I cannot think of what the popular TV show was called. House of the Dragon.
Game of Thrones.
That's it, Game of
Yeah.
Thrones. Oh my goodness. And so I did a fantasy thing on that. I'm doing, and I don't think I've done an episode yet, but the plan is to do a fantasy, starship.
Yeah.
The SS Curio Hunter or something like that, where I will put different characters in different slots of the bridge crew and
yeah.
stuff like that. And so what brings this story up is Nurse Chapel, because it's hard to find maybe it's not hard to find, but medical officers and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I didn't even know of Nurse Chapel until
She was a love interest, I think, for Spock.
well, until I started looking at people and
Maybe
for my fantasy
Captain
ship.
Kirk, too.
Everybody's a love interest.
Yeah.
Spock was probably a love interest for Kirk, so you gotta watch out there. But.
Nurse Chapel again. I'm not super familiar with her. Maybe it's just I associated the two blue shirts together and assumed that they were cohabitating.
I mean, here's a kiss of some sort.
Oh, her with Kirk.
I don't,
Yeah.
is that Kirk?
Yeah.
Hard to
Look at
tell.
the ears.
Well, I'm not familiar enough with the ears to...
Yeoman
Typical.
Rand? I'm not familiar with her at all. That's quite the beehive she's got going on there, though.
Yep.
60s, man.
Now we're getting into the almost the single cards per
Yep.
Amanda.
What's Amanda look like? Yeah, don't know her. I have Andrea. Oh, I do remember this one. I got a tidbit on this one.
Andrea?
Nope, this next one.
All right.
Yep.
Apollo? That's not what you got a tidbit
No.
on. Okay, it's on yours. Okay.
Yep. Balak. He has a famous, the actor that played him has a famous brother.
I happen to know this one. Ron Howard.
Yeah, Happy Days, yeah. Yeah, he's put him in almost all of his films. The sad part is I'm not sure if I remember his name. Something Howard.
Yeah. Yep. No, I've looked for his card, but
man, now it's gonna drive me nuts.
I got Captain Christopher. I'm assuming that's Pike.
Oh, you know what? I was thinking earlier when we were getting these, if we didn't have a Captain Pike, the first captain of USS Enterprise, like this would not have been a complete set.
I assume that's him, right? It just says Captain Christopher. But,
yeah, Christopher Pike.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you'd think it'd say Captain Pike, but
well, that one does.
Oh, well, there we go. If nothing else, we'll have it here shortly. Curio.
Captain Merrick, no idea. Merrick.
Captain Pike. So maybe it wasn't the same one, was it?
No.
That might not have been Captain Christopher might not have been the same as Captain Pike.
Captain Tracy.
Commodore Decker. Yeah, we're really getting into characters that I'm not that familiar with.
Yep. Dila. And I'm going to be honest, I'm probably taking some liberty of pronunciation of some of these names.
Dr. Daystrom.
Yeah, it looks familiar. Dr. Helen Knoll.
Got Edith Keeler.
I have Flint. Beautiful cards.
Oh, yeah.
We commented on that. Is there a copyright on the back?
Garth of Izar.
2001. These are 24 years old.
Nice. Nice. Well, I mean, like if that was its 35th...
Which means we may be able to count on our good friend Jared from Illinois, who has gladly provided us with 25th anniversary, 35th anniversary. That makes me think there's probably a 50th anniversary out there.
Who knows?
I have Gary 7. This guy looks like a Bond villain. I don't even know what he's doing in there. Like, there's a spaceship. He's holding a cat. $1 million. Okay.
7 out of 9 or 7 of 9.
Oh.
All right. Next we got Gem.
I can't believe this guy only has one card.
All right, well, who you got?
Gone!
Oh, well. The sets will incur his wrath, no doubt.
Yep.
All right. Lenore Caridian? You said you were taking some liberty with the names.
I'm sure I am. Yep. Marlena Moreau. Very pretty.
Mary.
I think that's a second in. Nana. Now look at this Sasquatch looking guy.
Right.
With the horn on his...
Madonna.
Sarek. Oh, I think these two are... Oh, there we go. Thought they were stuck together there for a second.
Gary Mitchell.
Okay. We'll take a stab at this. T'Pring.
Sure.
Definitely not as hard as Assassin's Creed.
The Gorn Captain.
Spoke too soon? Oh, wow. Trelane. That guy looks Weasley.
My last one, I got
Oh, yep.
Vina.
Okay. for my last one, I have the USS Enterprise. Do you remember the ship number?
Nope.
2301 something? Right? I don't know. Does it say on there? 1701. I was way off.
We're going back to, and I can't remember his name, but Ron Howard's brother.
Yeah.
I believe I've seen some inscribed cards by him where he's saying his third Trek. So I think he's the only character to have been in 3 different Star Trek iterations or whatever. So when we saw him in the first one there, like that it's now starting to come in. So Jared has also kindly sent us a couple of autographed cards that come from this set. So the set said to look for randomly inserted autograph and sketch cards.
Yeah.
And so we might as well go through those. I've got a David Ross. This one's numbered A19, but...
Is that not Captain Pike there?
Lieutenant Styles.
Nope, I was way off. Yeah.
So this one is David Ross as Lieutenant Galloway in the Omega Glory. So that's my first one. I
have Michael Dante, which I believe is the same one from Ron Howard's Brothers episode, Friday's Child. Mab. It's autograph. Beautiful signature there. I've always wondered if celebrities take some type of course in signatures. You see a lot of common, pen strokes in certain things.
The next one I got is Paul Comey as Lieutenant Styles in Balance of Terror. There we go. Yeah.
And then I have Stuart Moss, Hanner, in the episode Be Any Other Name.
Cool. Well, I am a fan of autograph cards.
Oh, of course. I'm a fan of autographs in general.
So, just the fact that, who knows what the rates are for getting some of those, but we thank you very much. This was a wonderful surprise, and we appreciate it.
And a great way to cap off our 35th episode. Yeah.
So, if you have some card sets that you think people need to see...
was there anything out of that pack that really spoke to you?
Well, they're all pretty. That Holofex or whatever.
Yeah.
That makes
for a card that's 24 years old. That's
now, I did notice that some of them were kind of sticking together a little bit, but not so much that because some cards
we've seen worse.
They stick together, they peel off. The ink,
you hear that
right, and we didn't have that. No. This was just almost like it's been kept fresh, or for lack of a better term and stuff like that.
And we had noticed, which I think is common with older cards like this, and you can correct it, but if you do look at it, there's a slight curve to the set, which is almost...
I think when you have more of the treatment, like that
we've talked about the thicker cards with extra... I don't know that you'd really call them amenities, but extra features to the cards, it does tend to want to fold in on itself a little bit. Yep.
I'm just excited that it had, basically all the characters in it. So, as far as favorites go, I have to go back and look at them and stuff, but...
it said this one was a big hit, that first card there.
I bet. I can imagine.
Card number 1, Captain Kirk.
Autograph ones are always
those neat, would obviously be the hits.
Right, anyway, so that is our Rittenhouse Star Trek 35 episode.
Jared from Illinois, thank you so much. We've had so much fun going through these, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed getting to see them with us. Do you have anything else to add?
Nope, not really.
Okay. Well, I've been indierPM.
And I'm the Curio Hunter.
This has been Unbox the Universe, where we unbox trading cards so you don't need to. This has been a special 35th episode where we open the Holofex trading cards from... Rittenhouse for Star Trek. And we enjoyed it very much. Yep. Thank you guys for watching.
Happy collecting.